Don't be scared. I'm here to scare you. How's everybody doing? Couldn't wait. I had to crack it ahead of time. Everybody can hear me, right? Yeah, good. Let's jump right into it. God, I got some cool stuff. I've been working on this effect here, and the place where I wanted to use this for was the laser bolts. I want lasers to violently destroy rocks. So I'll show you what I have so far. This is our stand-in laser gun right now. And like everybody remembers, lasers destroy rocks. So now I get hot rocks bouncing around and cooling off, lighting up the caves when lasers hit the rocks. It's actually pretty rad. Oh, wow, you guys didn't see it. Too bad. Too bad. Let's do all of that all over again. So, this is our stand-in laser gun. You can see it says laser pistol right there. Yeah, somebody's asking me to do the GoFundMe. We're going to do the Kickstarter when we're ready. Why don't I put the... Want to make sure if we don't get funded in the Kickstarter, then it's like kind of a big deal to us. So we want to make sure we're in a good place where everybody believes we can finish when we get there. That's the FAQ. Anyways, stand-in laser pistol. We've been making this hot rock effect for a while. We got it working. Bam! Hot rocks. The lasers break the things. Hot rocks pop out. The rocks light the caves up. It's totally rad. This is exactly what I was. Let's get into a dark cave and do this. Like I'm down here and start shooting stuff like hot rocks. So I want to dress this. This is only part of this effect. I want to dress this effect up a little bit. So I figured I'd do this while I was on camera. This is like only part of it. I want like a bunch of other things to happen when this happens, but this is the what it'll look like. And then it's cool is this should work is that the rocks that come off should be the right type of rock. And I wonder if I could find some limestone. If that's it might not be hooked up right now. Let's go out to the desert out here. And I have a... Oh, you know what I got at the starting spot? Wait a second, let's do this again. At the starting spot, I got the hotel room. There's the... Oh, I took it out. The apartment building. These are stone walkways. Oh, yeah, they totally work. And that should be the stone, the right stone. That's hard to see. Yeah, it's the right type of rock that comes off. It's cool. It's cool. I actually kind of just want to put the apartment building back in there to see it. I misspelled something. He's hammered me with smell. I misspelled something on misspelled something on the social media post too. But we're all here anyways, so let's just do it. We just did a bunch of changes here. I'm trying to get reoriented. Where's my apartment building? I'm gonna put back in. It's right over here. Yeah, okay. It's weird. That was like a merge problem or something. Oh, no, it totally belongs there. Okay. Save all. Back to Unreal, build. Somebody's asking me if I want a dragon layer. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We don't have dragons in yet, and dragons interacting with the terrain was always a problem for us. So, there's the big apartment building. Is that limestone? It is the right type of stone. Cool. So all of that technology works together. There'll be a lot of cool effects we'll do with that. Like you can see in these dark corners and stuff where that you could imagine the machine gun laser blowing things apart, like, and lighting up the world. I wish I could be on the other side of this thing and say, oh, well, it's fun. I could do this all day. But I want to dress this effect up, and there's many stages I'm going to do this. I bought a bunch of effect packs that I was going to integrate in. I'm wondering if like that smoke effect is the one I should change. It's fun when you go into a dark cave and do this. But this is, if you were with us a couple streams ago, you saw like the evolution of this coming together. So there really needs to be, I have an idea about how I want this to look in the end, and there's got to be smoke and some energy effects and a bunch of other things. So the next thing I was supposed to do is I bought a bunch of effects packs. Yeah, somebody's saying doing it with the LMG, like what it would be like to fire the LMG inside of a environment and have just rock flying everywhere. That's kind of what I had in my mind. So I bought these effects packs. I was going to look at the effects packs, see if there's anything I could use from them into my effect, and then try to get my final thing together. Figure out how we should approach this. I think what I would like to do is I'd like to start a clean project up and start pulling in these effects packs to see if they're even useful to me, and we can go through them together, and if they are, we'll integrate them in. So I think what I need to do, I'm actually going to pull the stream off for a second here. So as I'm digging around on my computer, I have this test project. Somebody's asking about the sound design. Like, yeah, the sound design, all the sound's going to be new. For some reason, I'm recompiling all the shaders. It's fun. Should have a good to see you too. Something more interesting. I should have a view of me in front of the trailer or something to make this more exciting. This is taking a long time. I probably should have started this up earlier. Let me check out what's in the launcher here. I'm doing this off camera because I don't know what's going to pop up in the meantime. Whoa, thank you so much for the donation. Talking about they like the heat effect. Yeah, I think it's coming together nicely. Oh wow, this is really taking a long time. This is not going to be a very interesting stream. The downloads of these packages are taking a very long time. This is so boring. Let's see. I understand that I'm not on right now. I'm just trying to. I'm adding content to the image, to the project right now, and we'll switch back over into that in a second. Okay. Man, this takes way longer than I thought it would. Let's answer questions in the meantime. I think we got about 2 or 3 minutes here before we can realistically go look at this. Does anybody have any questions? Somebody asked here about meteor showers and a crash site. That's pretty detailed thing. I think we'd have to dissect that more and more. Yeah, Definitely, I think this is probably my 10th Diet Coke today. I don't even want to think about it. Way too much Diet Coke. I got my Coke shirt on today. Why are you so handsome? That's funny. Will there be structures at the Bloodstone biome? Possibly. I mean, there. If you go to our community thing, the community Discord, we've put up requests for several voxels that you can make yourself. So, let me put a link up to that while we. This is the community Discord, and there's a part there where you can see how the community, we have made requests to the community where you can use a voxel tool to build voxels for us. So if you want to build something for us, you can download the tools and submit it to our webpage. I think I have the webpage up. See if I could find it. Here is the voxel submission process if you want to go and submit your own voxels to the thing. I installed a bunch of packs here. We're on the last one right now. I haven't forgot about this. I'm just so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through these effects packs and I'm going to see if there's anything that is useful to me in them. And then if there is, I'm going to pull them off and attach them to my effects. One of the things I wanted was really good sparks. And I wanted an energy effect that was like kind of like a flash of stuff hitting stuff. And I'm wondering if one of these grenade effects or something would work for that. But still waiting for the last package to install. Hello, Tom. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Going good. Yeah, so far. I just finished doing an interview for a documentary about the game industry. It was kind of a fun thing to do. Oh my god, this is taking so long. Unless it's done and I don't. I wonder if I'm like not. I didn't think that this would be so long. Oh wow, this was such a bad idea to do this on the stream. All of these are taking a very long time to install. I'm installing these external packages that I got off the Fab store and they're just taking forever to add to the project. Cool. Yeah, it looked like it was stuck. Okay, this isn't going to be that bad. Yeah, I'm still on Facecam. I'm sitting here waiting for... I guess I could change it here. I'm still waiting here for these packages to install, so you can sit here and watch progress bars with me. And I wasn't exactly sure what was going to pop up on the screen when I did this. So... But this is what I was sitting down to do, was to install these things and sort through them and see if anything was useful inside of them. Okay, I'm going to switch back for a second while I... relaunch the project. I'm guessing there's going to be a bunch of building that's going to happen here. Oh, pretty good. Okay, cool. Okay, we're in Unreal's little test area, which is cool. Okay, let's see if I can find what the... here was one that was a one of explosions, so let's look for... that for one first. And I'm like some sparks and a flash are what I'm really looking for. Appreciate the patience. Okay. Yeah, here, let's run this. I think this one was... oh, this is running very, very slowly. I don't... oh, preparing shaders. We're still... okay. This will speed up as it goes. This is kind of... I can't see it behind the microphone here. There we go. Okay. I like this one because it had material-specific effects. I'm kind of interested in the sparks. Yeah, the sparks and the Snow 3. This is a good one. The sparks and the flash associated with that. Do they all have that? Actually, these kind of by themselves would look good. Take a look at all these gas explosions. This camera shake was cool. That's it. And the distortion around it. A little over the top. These are what, medium explosions. Sand 3, I think the same thing. These like spark trails coming out are pretty cool. I'll have to take a look at that. These are big explosions. The 3s, all the 3s seem to be big 5. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at one of these other packs. The beam pack was another one. Check out the demo levels. Yeah, I think you missed the beginning of the stream. It was the radiation is for hot objects coming off of lasers, but probably other things too. Was like skeptical about this one. Not really seeing here anything that would be useful directly. These bolts are kind of cool. I always like these distortion effects. Like to look into see how those are made. Try one of the other demo maps that they got. Oh, this one is like steers for you. These are all a little cartoony. Yeah, I showed the magma rock explosion at the beginning of the stream. We'll get back to it here as we tune it out. I'm just looking for some elements that might be useful here in building it, but I'm not really seeing anything from here. Let's see one of these other, I'm gonna go one more of these demo levels and see what they have. Yeah, it's cool stuff. It's just like not really useful for me. Might as well, since I'm here, just this is interesting. This demo level doesn't seems broken for some reason. Would have been a nice one to try. Oh, these are just muzzle flashes. I don't know why the Unreal guy is so short. This is strange. Okay, let's move on. The grenade pack. These are grenade explosions. I'm hoping to find something with a flash and some sparks, but it hasn't been great so far. Hey, how are you doing? Press B or N to throw grenades. Let's end. A lot of these effects have to warm up. There we go. Yeah, not crazy about it. Oh, I see. You're supposed to stand there and lob these things. Metal. I don't really like the quality of the sparks either. Wood, there should be splinters. Yeah. The splinters themselves might be useful. You can see every time you see that preparing shader thing at the bottom, it's like wiring stuff in real time. I wish it was a way to, it probably is a way to do it all ahead of time. Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing is the difference is the debris, which is, those explosions aren't very good. I mean, they're okay, but they're not great. Oh, is this, I just walk over these? Oh, I didn't know that. I think the screen distortion effects are like a little bit too much too. Let's go try a different one. Realistic starting effects. I guess that was the last one that I had. Everybody uses these same little things, and I'm wondering, they must be... So these are hit effects, which are underwhelming. Rubber. It says smoke falling and hitting the ground. Actually, that's pretty cool. Smoke F. I could imagine using that. The way that that's crawling along the ground, it would be really useful. Smoke. That one looks pretty dumb. Sparks, I was interested in that. Cute, but not what I'm looking for. That one might be useful. Looks like 4th of July. Blood. I mean, none of these would work directly, but possibly some. These are good. It's kind of more of the sparks that I'm looking for. These water effects look horrible. Okay. Yeah, not super impressed by any of this. Okay, let's try the last pack. Did we do that one already? Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of them. We're preparing shaders, yeah. Wish I could fly around these. Can I? We are building shaders here. Getting 1 frame a second, but as soon as they're done, everything will run. Did we do this one already, or was this? Yeah, I guess this feels different. smoke that falls and hugs the ground is interesting to me. Oh, here's the what's that Marvel character that builds these things? Here it is. See the sparks themselves. This is kind of the sparks I'm looking for. It's weird. You want something dramatic, but you don't want like 4th of July dramatic. Like this is probably the right thing to do. Or this one. Yeah. That probably is useful. That's the one we probably need. These explosions are all like a little over the top. Can I fly? I don't know why it won't let me fly. Environment effects. Yeah, lightning's kind of cool. I bet I could do something with that. Leaves. Dust, I could definitely do something with dust. Let's go down the line and look. This is actually a pretty nice pack. Fish. Huh, it's an interesting one. Butterflies. Fireflies. Dandelions. Tornado. I wonder if you could make it bigger. We have good rain in there already. A lot of blood. Probably don't need that. Wow, this is overwhelming. I should be writing these down. Those are some of the worst muzzle effects I've seen. Don't really read that as flares at all. Water looks horrible. What's this? It's like bubbling water, fire. Yeah, these are all like, I would say like, kind of like C+ effects. That might be useful. Trying to figure out what to do with for tracers. Okay. Okay, let's just pick one and go through and try to get something out of it here. Sparks. This is the one, Sparks. Sparks 1. Let's just see what we get here. I do this and I edit this. the glow. Oh, it's that little flash. It's actually useful. That's actually one of the things I'd really like, is a flash like that, but not that color. But I bet I could fix this. Okay, what I don't know how to do is to import these into another emitter. Oh, maybe I could just copy paste. Okay, what pack was this? This is the realistic starter pack. Let me see if the volume 2 had better stuff in really quickly. I actually think the volume 2 was... What are these? Emitters. Oh, this is the old particle system. Okay, we're definitely doing the other one. Okay, so it's the... What is it? Realistic VFX pack, Niagara. Okay, let me integrate that into our project and start messing with it. I'm going to pull myself out of the thing real fast because I have to do a whole bunch of stuff in the launcher. And I'm going to add starter effect. Add to project, CastleMiner, and then we will launch CastleMiner and go back to the camera here. There's some conversation here about somebody getting a full-size, life-size cardboard background of me. That's pretty hilarious. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Armory where I got my effect tested here. And let's find the effect we were looking for, which I think was Sparks 01. We can edit that here, and let's copy these, and then we will edit our edit, and let's add these into here. Paste, does it work? Oh, it totally does. Okay, so now we can tune this up here. Cool, cool. I wonder if the green arrow is the arrow it's supposed to be emitting in. Where do my rocks go? It's weird. It's like I lost my rocks. Debug these and loop them. There we go. Maybe that's what we need to do. Okay, yeah. So these, the first thing is here, let's see, add velocity in a cone. It's interesting that that's a special one. I don't think these effects play directionally. We have to kind of just bounce the sparks everywhere. So I think what we have to do is add velocity here. Yeah, from a point. And the cone is 50 to 1,000. We could replicate that. Velocity is a random is what we want. Random range float 500 to 1,000. Yeah, and I want it more energetic. So we will change the velocity here to like 1,000 and 3,000. Let's see how that looks. Put the glow back in. Yeah. That's probably what we're looking for. So let's try that in our... Well, also let's get the glow going too here. So let's just look at the glow for a second. Turn off the sparks and the burst. .25 to 25 to 50. I think I almost want it twice as big. 50 to 100. Color, I actually want the color to be white. How do I do this? Let's take it. The way it grows, I don't like that either, so let's put that back in with the sparks. Yeah, here we go. It's a good starting point. Let's see what that looks like in the game. Save this, and then let's go back to our default map. We can just stop. I always forget what our default level is. Maps and modes. Yeah, default voxel map. Here we go. Yeah, save. Sure, save that. Okay, here we go. You can see how things come together. Because these things eject inside of a hole, they'll bounce out. Here we go, ready? Let's clear the screen and get a good view of this. There we go. I think the first two didn't. Oh, are they like playing? Over and over again. Don't understand why. Here, let's turn off the loop. Actually don't understand. Oh, it's probably because this was set up in let's make sure this debugger is off. Is our rock. Let's edit. See why it's repeating like that. God, this is such a complicated system. It's so hard to understand why. This is happening. Emitter state self once. Emitter state is totally not playing. Self one's fixed. Self one's fixed. Pile, save. I thought this would be easier than that. Okay, let's debug. Yeah, and here they are. Stop and try running again. It's weird. It's like sometimes I see the spark effect and sometimes I don't. Like there it was obvious. These are obvious. I don't like the color. Let's just turn the rocks off and the glow off and just get the sparks. Okay, so those are obviously not playing. God, there must be something I'm not understanding here. Slow the particles down, maybe. Nope. Oh, there's an error here. I really need to read more about this life cycle mode. sure why I'm not seeing it there. Oh, thank you so much for the donation. We'll eventually put a switch on the Glock. The Glock will not make it into the game. It's a stand-in asset. Man, I really have to do more research onto what this means. Let's go back to the debugger and loop. It's weird, it works really good here. Like when we play the game, do we get a like it's looping. To get it to stop looping, I hate the colors too. I don't know if it's this debugger. Is it still? Yeah, it's still looping. But only that one part of the effect. So interesting. Let's go through all the values. Emitter spawn. Emitter update. This is definitely spawn burst instantaneous emitter update. Put our velocities back. This is so interesting. If we go self once, we get one explosion and that's it. Yeah, man, without understanding that setting, this is going to be really difficult. Somebody asked how big our dev team is. We are 4 people right now. Somebody's asking what handgun we're looking at. It was a 1911, the original game. I'd like to keep that if possible. Yeah, I would like to take some time. I'm learning Unreal at the same time as doing this stuff, which is difficult, and I would really like to understand I don't understand why some of these effects are looping, and I also don't understand why I'm getting an error here. And I guess I would like to understand that better before I go forward. So I'm going to answer a couple questions here, and I'm going to take off, I think. Yeah, so a lot of people here are commenting on the guns. Yeah, we don't, everything, the weapons are all stand-in right now. We're still just trying to get basic stuff in before we put in the Glock. I actually don't know where it came from. It was some sort of asset pack or something like that. But I think what we want in the end is something that looks closer, has the same quality, but ends up looking different. Somebody's saying, will there be another beta closer to release? There has not been a beta yet, so if you sign up for the beta, that's your best chance of getting into the beta. We may do a alpha test, though. Oh, what recommendations would you give to someone who wants to learn to make games like CastleMiner? I think that Unity is actually a really good starting engine for things like that. Unity is actually a lot easier to use. Like Unreal is kind of a pro-level game engine that lets you do more, but is definitely harder to put things together in. It's been our experience, at least. Okay, cool. I appreciate everybody dropping by. I think it's a little bit disappointing. Oh, I think for everybody in the stream, I should just go back and play the original level a little bit. Of course, we're going to get all these repeating effects. I don't understand why. Yeah, I don't understand why things are working the way they're working. But I'll run around in the level a little bit more. Let's get to a nice underground location here. Yeah, and I think because of the way this is set, I think the sparks are going to just start to randomly go off by themselves. It's weird how the sparks happen every once in a while. Like, I don't really understand. There we're getting the flash too now, but not the sparks. Totally don't understand. Like, it's unpredictable. What I really want, I'm going to try this really fast, is I really want the sparks to happen. Won't let me do this. No, I guess not. I would like this effect to start later. It's weird that it doesn't let me do that. Very frustrating. I think I'm going to have to do some research. Somebody's asking me what language do you recommend a beginner to learn? I don't know. We did a lot of our game development in C#. That's definitely my favorite, is this mixture of making things easy and also being useful. It's the language that that Unity uses. And it was X and A. Okay, I appreciate everybody coming by. I'm going to do some more work on this on my own, and then maybe I can put a more cohesive stream together. Thank you.